Welcome everybody to PVM&P TV. I'm your host BG Boss.
I'm DJ NS.
And today we have special guests. Introduce yourself.
Man, my name's Edwin, but I go by Ed, owner of SG Apparel. Do a little bit of street ministry, but I slowed down on it. You know what I mean?
Dope. Okay. You say Ed Street Apparel?
No, it's all street gospel apparel, but I'm finna change the name over to SG Apparel.
SG Apparel.
Okay.
Something short and smoother than the street gospel apparels. That's
Okay.
a little too long. SG Apparel.
Okay, because that's what I know, street gospel, so I didn't know you were switching the name
Yeah,
up,
I'm about to change the name up, man. I got to go through the whole process. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh man. And what made you name it Street Gospel?
Street gospel, man, it's just something God put on me. Just because people are in the streets don't mean God is not living in them. The gospel ain't in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God can turn anything into the gospel in the streets, man. We just need to be aware of that, man. No,
Okay.
Oh.
So the reason to change the name is pretty much to just shorten it up?
just
or?
to shorten it up, man, because I've been
Okay.
doing like my little research. Sometimes long names, street gospel apparel, that's a little too long.
Okay.
Doing my research and shorten it up like that. It got a little snap to it. It catch somebody's eye faster than on there and get your killer.
Understand, okay.
Them ankles down.
Yeah, so I see you do music. Like what made you do music? Like the
Music,
gospel
I
rap.
always love music, man. I've been into music since I was like 13. Me and my boy was freestyling in the room, and ever since then I just practiced it. Just became a big hobby. I never went nowhere with it. It just was a hobby. But for the most part, gospel rap, man, is just spread the word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to keep people in hope, keep people encouraged, man. We go through a lot out here in the world. You know what I mean? To be honest, so if I can just be a beacon of light, beacon of hope for somebody, man. You know what I mean? Especially our kids, bro.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. When it comes to us men, we don't really have that role model type figure to help us, navigate through life's transitions.
Bad. Yeah. I feel you on that, bro. And one question I wanted to ask you, like, what made you change your life? Like, what was the wake up call?
Wake up call, man. Me and my family went through it. Lost our kids, bro. I shared a little of this story on episode I did with DJ Neil. It was just a wake up call, man. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to change my life around. I would be around the homies, we drinking and partying and getting at girls, drugs, whatever the case may be, and I just felt like, you know what I mean? I didn't belong.
Yeah.
It wasn't that that scene wasn't for me. It just, you know what I mean? It gets old, bro. Like
Yeah.
after a while, like you looking at everybody and everybody just going to work to live to die, like that's kind of old, bro. Like, I wanted to be something different because I know as a young teenager, I wish somebody would have been that way for me. You know what I mean? Show me that there is different. So yeah, man, just losing my family though, honestly, that whole transition, man, was a shock. I just seen a video today. Actually, it says, "Be the change before the change become." You know what I mean? Meet
Yeah.
you, like 'cause
Yeah.
sometimes when that change come and meet you with force, it ain't always something that's not gonna be nice and pretty. You know what I mean? But if you make the efforts to start to change your life before that impact hit, you know what I mean, to soften that blow.
I feel you. Where did far as what made you want to get into fashion?
Fashion, man, that's a crazy story. I knew this question was coming too. I had a feeling. I was in jail one time, man, and it was a homeboy, and he was in there talking about it too. And I just overheard him. I was like, you know what, that would be dope. Make shirts that just was encouraging. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So when you read something, like there's a shirt going around now, you are enough. Just stuff like that. When people see it, you know what I mean? It may like that beacon of hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walking, be a walking billboard. You know what I mean? And plus, like not only that, but the more I started making shirts and getting into it, it became a therapy for me. I don't drink, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke weed, I don't do too much of anything. So now it's like fashion is my therapy. That's
Okay.
another shirt that I got that I made. It says that it has that what's that? Fresh Prince of Bel Air kind of look, that symbol. But it took the Fresh Prince out and I put the fashion is my therapy.
Okay.
that's dope.
Dope.
Yeah.
It is therapeutic too, because
It very. I mean,
sometimes
you said your son was into fashion,
Yeah,
so you know what
yeah.
I mean. It's therapeutic.
for sure. And I know I know everybody do this different, but I'm sure you mess with like weaving the vinyl and stuff like that.
yeah.
To me, I could put the headphones in and get the weaving for Lil Neil or for myself and then do kind of relax you a little bit. So I
Dude,
definitely see what
you zone out, man, and you know what I mean. I like it, man. Not only is it therapeutic, but you can go back and you can reflect over, where you come from and then where you at. Because
Yeah.
for me, coming from the streets. You know what I mean? That whole environment, drinking, smoking, drugs, selling them, doing them. To see where I'm at now, it could have been a whole nother opposite way. I could have been locked up in prison. I could have been dead. I could have been
Yeah.
all the way strung out to where there was no bounce
Mhm.
back. So looking back on those type of things, it was like, man, you know what, God, you had your hand on me.
Mhm.
Somebody, mama prayers, grandma prayers, somebody was looking out for me when I wasn't able to look out for myself mentally because I'm just, following the crowd type deal.
Mhm.
So you
Understand.
know what I mean? That when I be doing it, doing the fashion and I'm making shirts,
Mhm.
that's the type of stuff I reflect on. And man, it's beautiful to see, man.
Yeah.
Reminisce on things that could have went left, but they didn't.
Got you. Got you. How I feel? Real quick question. Like when you see like you out and about and you see somebody with street gospel on.
Man, it hits you deep because like that's your personal relationship with God, and then to see what God has brought out of the hell you went through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it feels good to know, like, you know what? There are people out there that's encouraging you to keep going. Cause it be sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Things are just not falling in line the way I'm hoping it would. But like, be around certain brothers that still or sisters that still be like, hey, Ed, would you make me a shirt? Or hey, Ed, would you do this? It lets me know, like, you know what I mean? That it is, helping other people as well
Got you.
too. You know what
Got you.
I'm saying? It's just not a customer thing. It's more of a like, how can I put it, man? All I can say is, man, it just lets me know that God is still moving in my life, bro. To be
Got you.
honest with you, it's a certain joy to
Reason
know where I come from, and then now where I'm at now, it's just beautiful, man.
reason I said that because about it could be about maybe like 6 months or maybe like the summer last year. I had to pull up Ricky.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
met him through you actually at an event you thrown, and I met him and he needed some advice on some equipment that he was trying to get together. So I pulled up and I'm over there and I see another dude had on the street gospel. So it made me feel good. I'm like, yo, I know who make that shirt. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
was just like, it made me, I thought that was dope that like, yo, I just seen the street gospel shirt. You know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere. So I wonder how you feel when you run into that. You
Man,
know what I'm saying?
it's just like for you, instance, it's just like when somebody say, "Hey, DJ Neil, can you come DJ for me in my party?" It's that type of feeling to know like something that I'm doing, something that I'm passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
People have an interest in that too, and it's flowing through me.
Got
You know
you.
what I
Yeah.
mean? So for God to be moving through me, to just for other people to be like, man, God got His hands on me too, no matter if I'm in the streets or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful to know, like, man, that we got our own little tribe out there,
Mm-hmm.
and man, God is just doing what He do.
No.
I know you do music, right? Have you ever performed at events or anything?
Yeah, matter of fact, when I met DJ Neil, that's what I
Mm-hmm.
did. I did a
Oh, okay.
performance. They had my family, some family out there, and they just asked me would I come through. That was like when I first was getting into it. But like I was telling you outside, like
Yeah.
I've been buying beats and just sitting on them, man. Like I took a back seat. It's been probably about a year and a half now since I did. No matter of fact, it's been a couple of months. We did a outreach for one of my homies died from fentanyl in
Oh,
Coolidge. You know what I mean? One of
sorry about that.
my little homies, and then my little Mexican homie, they found him in the backyard, bro. And that hit me deep because he used to run with me a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When I was on the east side in Coolidge selling drugs and doing what we do. And when he passed, bro, it hit me kind of deep. So I was like, I'm gonna get back out here for this one, just
Yeah.
to shift the atmosphere on that side of the tracks, man.
Yeah.
So, but I'm hoping that God give me where I need to be here soon, so I can get back out there doing it, man. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro, I miss doing it and constantly losing people to fentanyl and gun violence. You know what I'm saying? My one of my little cousins just got shot a couple months
Oh,
back in
dang.
Coolidge, man. It's like man, if we can bring the gospel to the streets, man, and bad areas,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So like, I think it'll get people attention, man, and
It will.
somebody's hoping. Sometimes people are praying on the low, like, man, we need that shift in this atmosphere, like, you know what I mean. So when they see homies like us go out there, man, they come out, they
Yeah.
come out,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
If I may ask, though, what made you be in the backseat of doing music?
Backseat of doing music, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Sometimes I'll be listening to people's lyrics, I'll be like, they just too hard. Can I even do it? Can I fit in? Is there a lane for me in this music, bro? Like for real. Some dudes just but then I've seen it, like you just brought up the homie Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Ricky doing it. And like he's not top tier, but like, you know what I mean? Every time I see him, like he got the YouTube and I got the notifications on. So when he drops something, I see it and I'm like, this brother doing it, and I know I can rap. You know, he's
Yeah.
just starting off, and he's not afraid, and he's not worried about this X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Why am I? You know what I mean? I should just get out there and do what I do. But man, I'm a little self conscious, bro. Like when I be hearing people drop them bars, like there's some cats out here that don't play, and they good with
Yeah.
the wordplay, and they. So that's what made me take a back seat, like you know what I mean. But seeing Ricky, man, it's been encouraging, bro. Just sitting back, I'm like, man, I need to just do what I do
Yeah, and,
and
and it's
stop
good.
worrying about
And it's
that.
great to have like loved ones like by your side. Like, you know what? This is encouraging. I'm gonna get back on it. You
Yeah,
know.
Definitely, definitely. Now I see he also dabbling with merch as well. Did you put him on to that?
and nah, Ricky was doing that before I even met Ricky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess he was been making shirts and stuff, but I guess it was more for like fundraising type things. I don't
Okay.
like. I really don't know Ricky that well.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean. Hung out with him, do Bible studies, did a couple little events with him and stuff. But for the most part, man, Ricky's been an inspiration. I've been watching him from like just chilling. Like I told a lot of people, like I got on the back of the bus. When you're on the back of the bus and you take a break, you can see and hear a lot of things different.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're in the moment of something, you don't get to catch everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So being on the back of the bus, it helps you navigate. Okay, now when I get back in, it's like it's because it's a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Serving the gospel to people is a fight because you're gonna be under attack because maybe they say it's like witches and warlocks, people who don't want the light that you're trying to shine in that area to be. They want it like certain areas to be dark. They want the death. They need people
Mm-hmm.
going to jail and going to the hospitals. I mean, it's a business
Mm-hmm.
in their eyes. That's what they get
Mm-hmm.
paid to do. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gonna run into those type of things, man. So you gotta put the gloves on, man. So that's what I'm noticing. You know, it's you get in, you look, jab,
Mm-hmm.
step back, and you know what I mean. You can get to learn your opponent for what they're doing and how they're trying to move to get against our youngsters.
Yeah.
So, like I told you in the first interview, that's what I'm really after. Is I have young boys,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So I want the teenagers to know, man, like you don't have to be a follower of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I hear my boys tell me all the time, I'm not a follower, Dad. If you acting like people hanging around you, you are a follower.
I
Yeah.
feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you said, Neil don't be doing what half his friends do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the good thing. That's leader quality. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So I just want to be, try to show the youngsters, man, that God do exist and you know what I mean? You don't have to move like the crowd. You can be with the crowd, but you can also be set apart while you're in that crowd.
Yeah.
You know what
Got you.
So
Got you.
in your younger days, man, I want to know, man, like what kind of music were you into?
Man, West Coast, you already know we were AZ. So, Mac Dre, E40, my favorite rapper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
DMX, E40 and DMX is my favorite two rappers, man.
RPDMX, man.
But man, growing up where I grew up, when I started transitioning from saying, skip
Yeah.
school and we finna go to these streets with it,
Uh-huh.
man, totally insane from California. NWA, Mac Mall,
Yeah.
just West Coast music, man. Sibo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see most dog.
Man, we was just on some J.O. Felony.
Oh man,
You know what I
underrated.
mean?
Yeah.
Underrated.
You know what I'm saying? X-rated, all that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What you listening to now, though?
Oh man. Christian hip hop, Bizzle,
Okay.
Brian Trejo, dude named Carl Hurt, King Littles. They're local in Phoenix.
Mhm.
Okay.
Brother Third Day, the Mouthpiece. Quite a few brothers, man. Z, I was just bumping the homie Z on the way over here. They
Okay.
were Kingdom Music, Brian Trejo, them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I heard of Kingdom music.
Yeah, but for the most part, man, that and like I said, I've been backsliding a little bit, listen to a little rap here and there. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I shouldn't be, for the most part, but finding my own excuses to listen to it, trying to get on this money motivation mission because
Yeah.
you know what I mean, there's just some things, but I shouldn't be doing that. God is
Yeah,
Understand.
you said West Coast rap though, right?
Yeah, I
you
do
you don't
West
mess with
Coast.
East Coast rap or
I
Dirty South?
did. When it was East Coast, it was like I said, DMX. Who did I bump? I bumped Joel Santana then, man. Jules
Hey.
was nice.
Yep.
Hey, you already know. Jules was nice. Down south, Scarface.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? For the most part, man, we by the West.
Yeah.
AZ, we by the West. So we stay bumping a lot of Cali music, man. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like I said, Selly sell them.
Going down tonight.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. For sure.
West Coast, we bumping West Coast music. Man,
What's like your favorite top 3 albums if you like back in the days?
top 3? Man,
Was that a hard question?
3. Top 3 old school rap. I gotta give DMX, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
Was that the first one? Or the second one? Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
the-
the red cover, like where
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
had. Yeah,
good.
that was
Blood all on it.
hard though. That was.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to get at the DMX because that was around the time, man, I was going through my transition. Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had my first 2 daughters, like back to back.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? God was speaking through me to DMX because you know DMX prayed, he did what he did.
Yeah, that's
but
what I loved
he
about him.
always kept God 1st. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I would listen to DMX, man, and that transition was getting closer to God. God was growing in me. I say that. And
Gotcha.
let me see which way would I go with it, man. E40, Major Way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got to go with E40. I got to go with SIBO, the gas chamber.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And I mean, that's what we was on back then. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or I could have went E40 Federal. I'm gonna go Major Way, man.
So now mainly just gospel hip hop now, though.
Gospel
Huh?
hip hop, man. They say what we listen to helps shapes our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't need to be thinking about none of the old me, the lifestyle. I mean, that's why I think I reminisce a little bit. So every now and then I play something. Like I've been trying, like I ain't gonna lie, man. I tried to bump SIBO one time, man, and I couldn't do it. The spirit
Yeah.
just wouldn't let me.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
turn it off, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Time to drop the bad, get from the gas chamber, like it was.
Too much for you
The
there.
spirit, I don't know what it is, but the spirit was just like, you can't bump that. Like an
Yeah.
E40, you know how bad I want to bump E40?
Yeah.
When I say E40, my dude, man, E40 was, everybody used to say, man, you rap like E40. You rap like E40. You know what I'm
But it's
saying?
hard to listen to now, though.
I'm not, you know, the shift, man, I don't know what it is, but it's
Okay.
like something won't let me listen to it. You know what I mean? Just, I guess it's the message behind it. You know what I mean? Because like Pac said, the only time we kill is when we kill each other, and it's always drinking, partying, smoking. That's just rap. That's the culture of rap music. Now it's different if you wanted to listen to some lyricism, like there, you know, who's a good lyricist in rap music? LL Cool J, like people who kept it simple. He was more on like a sexual level, but
All right, and we're back from a little intermission. You know, with brother Ed. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat, okay?
all right, go do your thing, man.
All right. If you had to play one song you walk in the room, which song would it be?
One song when I walk in the room, I'm gonna have to go with Brother Z right now, man. That's what I'm bumping. Called Glory to Glory.
Okay.
Okay. Glory to glory.
Yeah, it's a hard song, man. And he got bars. I like Z because he's the lyricist too. So
Oh, okay.
he got bars, man.
Is
How
he
much-
local or?
No, Z, he with Kingdom Music, Brian Trail.
Okay,
them.
gotcha.
But he
Okay.
out of California. He out of Stockton, I think. But
Okay.
oh yeah, and EGR go hard. So,
Okay.
yeah, I would go with Z right now.
Did
Uh,
wait, my
go,
bad.
go,
Did
no,
Z
go
do the Nipsey Hussle like kind of remix?
Yep.
Last time that I checked,
Yeah,
remix.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know you talking about. He go
Okay.
hard. I'm gonna have to show you that, Alex. You
All
gonna
right,
like
bet.
that.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
bet.
go hard, man. Right there's the lyricist.
Okay.
That's why I like him.
Last movie or TV show that made you cry or made you sad?
Honestly, bro, I really don't watch a lot of TV.
Okay.
Sometimes just riding, thinking about Jesus, thinking about where I come from, where he brought me from. That made me cry.
Oh,
Okay.
bet.
So sometimes I'll just be riding in my truck, in my diesel, man, and I'll just be thinking about goodness, or I'll be thinking about something like that, bro. That made me cry.
That's dope.
I was
Understand.
seeing a lot of homeless people when I be in Phoenix, bro. Like, why we ain't helping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that made me cry.
You know, speaking of that, like in Casting Ground, you know, me and my wife, we help this lady, you know, all the time. We always buy her a hamburger, and she's always standing next to Carl Jr. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like stuff like that, it makes me cry too because it's like we don't know how blessed we have it right now, and other people are struggling. You know. Hold on. Next question is, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self?
My younger self, man, be a leader. Don't follow the crowd because that's something I'm teaching my kids now. Don't be impressionable. Not be
Yeah.
impressionable. Don't be impressionable.
Bet.
Do not be impressionable. It's not all that is kicked up.
Mm-hmm.
That made me cry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You become
Yeah.
a follower, and it's like somebody, like it's like a spirit or the drug or whatever it is, that dopamine, whatever you want to call it, like it'll take over your body and it will drive this vessel that we're allowed to live in for this
Yeah.
moment. like that saying, drive it like you stole it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Uh, okay, this is a silly question. Cake or pie?
I gotta go with cheese.
Cheesecake.
Okay.
What are you, Neil? Cake or a pie
A
person?
sweet potato pie over a piece of cake any day.
I'm a cake
Because
person.
I don't get no sweet potato pie that much
Right.
probably. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't no year-round type
Yeah.
thing. But they sell them at Walmart, them little cakes every now and then. Like, you know what I mean? I slip up, give me one of them little sweet potato pies.
Okay. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, you right.
All right, this is a funny one. All right, would you rather smell like feet or eggs?
Smell the same.
Hey,
They smell the same. But honestly, they smell the same.
What about you?
I say.
Eggs gonna come out your butt. That's gonna make it. So either way, you losing, and the world gonna be able to smell it in your household or whatever.
All right, now use 3 words to describe yourself.
3 words right now. Describe who I am. Growing. That if I can use that, I'm maturing. I'll say maturing. Maturing. A little bit more loving. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we don't love on ourselves. We neglect ourselves, man.
Yeah.
And say loving, self-aware.
Okay.
Self-aware.
All right.
That's dope.
The last 2 are fill in the blanks. All right. Ed is.
Handsome.
There you go.
So I'm trying to be funny with you, man.
And DJ and S is.
DGNS is solid, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Solid
that.
brother, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Solid.
The other way to put it right there. Go ahead. You got anything?
Nah, man, I just appreciate Brother Ed for pulling up on us, man. One thing that always impressed me about him, he got a good heart, man. You know what
I
I'm
see
saying?
that.
I like to judge people by their heart. Even you as well, Brother Alex,
Yeah.
you know. But Brother
Appreciate
Ed
it.
got a good
Oh
heart,
yeah.
man.
Tell us about the shirts.
Oh man, so you know what I mean. I was trying to get y'all in on this batch right here, man. That the manufacturer sent through, but they was taking forever. So I was just like, man, I'm gonna make my brother some shirts. So this is the other your other host's shirt.
Oh yeah. I got it.
Okay.
So this is a shirt for you right here, my brother BG
Thank you.
Boss Man,
Thank
and
you,
then
man.
large
Appreciate it.
something for you right here, my brother.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you mean
Oh.
large for him? Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Appreciate
Oh,
you.
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Thank you.
So
He
then
knew
I-
that. He knew that.
Yeah, so then I brought the other ones just so y'all can see, man. I was hoping this is why I wanted y'all to have these ones, man. Like I was showing brother BG earlier, man. The puff on this is just crazy, man.
Oh,
What they
yeah, I
did at the
see it.
manufacturer.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. And then how that blue just pop on there, gray.
Oh, that's dope.
All money ain't good money.
Yeah,
Keep grinding. That's
Yeah,
dope
that's
right
dope.
there.
got the hustle in motion right there.
Hustle in motion. Okay. So that's the main thing is like what far as what you got on yourself, you made that as well?
Yeah, I made this. This is 2 Timothy, man, right here. Which is just basically Paul says, man, like long as we stay faithful to God, God will stay faithful to us, man. And I look at it as this verse. This verse, I look at it as God will turn your mess into a message because that's what He did for me. Like long as I'm staying faithful to God, despite how the world sees me or they keep counting my mistakes or who I once was, you know, God's gonna turn that into a message, man. And that's what He's been doing my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think you should keep that going with the merch too, sending messages out with the, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. I mean, I got to. You know what I'm saying? It helps me too. So anytime like God is giving you a word, sometimes like you know what I mean, or you like you telling your son something, or you telling somebody something. If you reflect on it and allow it to speak to you too, it can help you in some areas. So
Got you.
you know what I mean. That's just what I'm on, or
Like,
trying to continue to grow on, man.
Like when you do shirts, like how do you come up with like the quotes and everything?
Quotes either is something from the Bible or just you know my life,
Okay.
bro. Honestly, like with that keep grinding. Like I said, I sold drugs before.
Yeah.
And the story y'all shared with DJ Neil, I was selling crack and I was in a crack house. You know, me and my homies like we just would sell crack out of I would say my baby mama's Thea's house. I called her Thea,
Yeah.
and we would just be selling crack, bro. And that's what God told me. It's a sticker in there too, so watch out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so and that's what God told me. You know what I mean? This is around the time I was having my daughters as well too. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I didn't have to hustle, and God slowly but surely transferred me. I got my first job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just, other than that, I was just selling drugs. But that's what it was, man. Just keep grinding. So the message is to the kids, like Neil said with his son, like he don't if people talking negative about it, he like, if it ain't legal, I ain't finna be, you know what I mean, trying to jeopardize my freedom to go do anything
Yeah.
y'all talking about. So that's what this shirt is about, man. It's just hustle in motion. Every day, get up, get in motion. Try to go get your grind, your hustle on. You know what I mean. Do it in a good fashion. Not to go to jail, but it also sets an example for your children or for maybe your nephew or niece that you don't think is watching you, but
Yeah.
watching how you move and how you interact when it comes to chasing the money or getting to the money. You know what I mean. Just keep grinding. You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Your time gonna come. I got a song that I'm hoping to do that. And then the beat, it just the beat is just for that, man. You know what I mean? Just be patient, man. Your time gonna come. In due time, the song is called In Due Time.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
So I'm
you.
hoping to get that together, man. But for the most part, that's what the shirt is, man. Just keep grinding. Keep your head down, because that's what I had to learn.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Going through my trials, losing my family. Like, I could have easily gave up and went backwards. Like, I'm gonna go back to drinking and partying. This was easier than trying to
Yeah.
fight. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I remember a dude told me, he was like, just put your head down and work.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Some people don't think I'll be listening, but I'll be listening. I just a stubborn young dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
You know what I mean? So,
How could people reach you so they can grab some of this
oh
fly
man,
merch as well?
Instagram, Street Gospel Apparel on Instagram. I shut down my Facebook, man. Like I said, I was trying to take a back seat, man. I'm trying to get me right, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I need to educate myself on the lane that I need so I can get the merch out there. I had a website, I shut it down. I just didn't like the way it was. It was they were charging too much, you know what I
Okay.
mean? So it was like they'll take the money out my account, then reimburse me after manufacturers get their cut. This other site gets their cut. Then I get basically like the remaining of it, where I'm trying to get it to where like I just get a website. Everything goes to me.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that way I can keep the merch going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some old shirts coming in right now. It's a yin and yang. I've been posting them on Instagram. I don't got they ain't in yet. They said it'd be here like Monday or Tuesday. But it's, you know what I mean? Changing.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Change.
Is there any like shout out to last words you wanna?
Shout
say?
outs, man. Shout outs, man. Just to all my brothers and sisters over Arizona right now. You know what I mean? They are pushing this gospel, man, and they're standing in the gap. You know what I mean? They're showing that change is possible. You know what I mean? Even if you don't rep God hard in the open or Jesus in the open, you know what I mean? You're still moving in positive. DJ Neil is something positive. You're something positive, man. You showing just through y'all podcast, you know what I mean? You showing people that you can get out here and stay positive without trying to go in the streets or do something idiotic, man, that can jeopardize your life. Because as we know, y'all both from California. Y'all had it worse than we had it out here in AZ growing up. I mean, for me in my small town. So y'all showing that, you know what I mean, there is avenues, there is lanes, there is things you can find outside of the norm in your community, man, to get out here and get it. So
For sure.
Yeah.
that's why I had to bless y'all with them shirts, man, because y'all out
Appreciate
here
it.
grinding for AZ.
Yeah.
Like
Appreciate
BG
that.
was telling me, and like you always been doing, like, you know what I mean, just putting people on, man, is the thing that I'm starting to learn too. Like, you
Sure.
know, people inbox me, hey man, what manufacturing company did you get? I'm not finna gatekeep here, man. I'll screenshot it, or here I'll give you my number and I'll text you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever it's gonna be. Like, a lot of people need to stop gatekeeping just because they wanna either try to charge you for the information. No, this information should be free, man, because we all on the come up, and you know,
Exactly.
it's hard out here, bro.
Exactly. For real.
It's
For
hard
real.
out here, for real.
Yeah, we really appreciate you pulling up, man, and
man.
chopping it up, man. We love your energy you bring. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
positive vibe you bring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always good to be around
That's
you,
why I say
brother.
it's always a solid when I meet
For
you,
sure.
man.
For sure, man.
Always.
Yeah, you know you're always welcome again anytime,
Man,
bro.
for sure.
Yeah,
Hopefully
definitely.
when I get this next batch or something, man, or shoot, we can try to plan an event out here, bro. I'm
Yeah,
always,
appreciate it.
man,
Yeah.
I love rubbing elbows, you know what I'm saying? I pitch in on the food, or
Okay.
if my homie come out here and barbecue or something, man, we'll get something going out here in Maricopa.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we need to, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We get it together, man. We definitely got to link up more too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man.
For sure, man. But this is a great episode of PVM&P TV. I'm DJ NS.
I'm BG Boss, and we see you next time.
Peace out, y'all.